Hey, what's poppin', y'all? It's your boy Jay the Comedian, and I'm doing something different today. I'm going to upload two videos that I uploaded before that a lot of my viewers have never seen. And I'm going to upload that video because I find it hilarious. It's about my first judicial committee, about why I was there and what happened when I was there. So if you like this video, hit the like button. This is the XJW video. Support and subscribe, like she said. Yeah, subscribe. So let's get on to it. Hey.
Let's go.
Hey, what's poppin'? It's your boy Jay the Comedian. Yeah, today I want to talk to y'all. This is going to be a good one, by the way. Today I want to talk to y'all about the very first time I had to meet up with a judicial committee. It's just basically a series of stupid events, or let me say a series of stupid choices made by yours truly. Now, at this time, I was 15 going on 16 years old. I might have been 16. But yes, these are all the stupid things a normal 16-year-old would do, but in the Jehovah Witness case, it led me to a judicial committee. So, okay, let's break down all these mistakes I made. Mistake number one. I had this job at a store, right? It was a great big store. They sold pretty much everything you could think of. It was called Ames at the time. Now, when I worked at Ames, when I tell you everybody in this store was stealing, literally every single person in the store was stealing. How many people were stealing? The guy in charge of stopping people from stealing, the security guard, told us personally that we could steal 4 TVs a year. One of them just had to be for him, though. And he helped us do the shit. So yes, the culture was a culture of stealing. Everybody was wondering why I didn't steal anything, you know? They're like, Jay, why you know, it was almost like they didn't trust me or something, you know? But anyway, as a Jehovah Witness, you know, it messed with my conscience, so I didn't steal anything. But then one day, they brought out this camera. And this was the dopest camera I ever seen. It wasn't shaped like a normal camera. It had a little thing on the side that moved. It was the dopest camera I ever seen. I decided I would steal this camera. Mistake number one. So I steal a camera, right? And I get home. Mistake number two. I'm so excited about it. I'm like, Mom, look at this new camera that I bought. And I showed my mama the camera. I showed how it looked and how it worked and how you played the videos, and you know, like I showed her all the inner workings of the camera. She was a pro in like 5 minutes, you know. Mistake number three. I had a girlfriend at the time who wasn't a Jehovah Witness, and she was pretty spirited. Let me put it like that. She was very spirited, and I loved her very much. We had the greatest time together. And one day, mistake number 4 happened. I brought the camera over and I got my directorial debut on, and I directed a little movie. It was a little, you know, an amateur movie that probably can't be played on any internet, respectable internet site right now. But yeah, we made that video. Mistake number, I think we're at mistake number 5. I'm starting to lose count. It's a 16-year-old kid story, trust me. Mistake number 5, I think, I go to work and I leave the camera on my desk because it's the last thing I was looking at before I left to go to work. And yeah. So I'm at work and my mom called me like, hey Jay, how about me and your pops come pick you up today? You don't have to take the bus home. I'm like, yeah, that's amazing. I would love to not take the bus home. Thank you. Come on over. Didn't think anything about my damn camera I left on my counter in my room, right? So I get in the car. So how's your day going, Jay? My day's going great, Mom. Thanks for asking. She said, okay, that's good. That's good. So me and your father saw your tape. I said, oh no. Everything dropped. Everything. My mouth. I just knew exactly what happened. I'm like, Mama, why you going through my stuff? I was caught. It was nothing I could do. I was trying to defend the act, like the invasion of privacy. It should lead to the tape being thrown out of the evidence, Your Honor. Hell no, that didn't work. So yeah, the only thing that really kind of got under me, like made me wonder what the hell was going on, was my mama was telling me all the stuff I did and I said in the video. I'm like, Mama, how much of this video did you watch? Because I'm like, you ain't supposed to even know. If I saw the video, I'd have said, oh my God, and just turned it off and just, you know what I'm saying, moved on. But my mom was telling me all type of stuff she saw in the video. I'm like, God damn, y'all watch way too much of this video. And so she told me that I need to go tell the elders, or she would tell the elders. Now, as my mama know, snitches get stitches. But she's the one person that can't get stitches in this point because she's my mama. I'm like, Mama, how you gonna knock me out like that, Mom? Come on now. So she told me to tell her she would have to tell. So I went to the elders and I told them that my conscience was bothering me because I did some stuff that I wasn't supposed to do. Now, I left out the part about stealing the camera and all the times we had sex. I just acted like it was just this one time, and I didn't tell them that. I'm only telling you because I got caught on tape. I literally couldn't deny anything. And I got put on private reproof. Woo! Boy, I thought they'd gave it to me way worse than that. These moms asking me all these freaky deaky questions. I'm like, Jesus, man, do you really want to know? Yes, it was good. I enjoyed it. You're not gonna see the tape, but yeah, it was pretty dope, you know. And I am sorry I did it, and I angered Jehovah. Yeah, they didn't know, so they only put me on private reproof. It was all good. Your boy was, it's my first time getting in a little trouble. They didn't know about all the other stuff I was doing, and they couldn't convict me on all the other stuff because they ain't knew about it. You know what I mean? And I've always felt like if Jehovah didn't reveal it, he didn't want it revealed, you know? Hey, what's poppin'? Good morning. It's your boy Jay the Comedian. How y'all doing today? It's raining, but I'm maintaining. You know what I mean? So today, I wanted to talk to y'all about my first judicial committee. Now, and back in my videos, if y'all can find it, I talked about why I got into my first judicial committee. To make a long story short, I stole a camera from work. I filmed myself banging my girlfriend at the time, accidentally left it on the counter at home. My mama saw the video, picked me up from work, and told me I needed to go confess the whole thing to the elders. Anyway, like I say, long story short, I have the whole story back in my videos. I think it's named My First Judicial Committee or something like that. But anyway, so I'm in there, right, with these 3 elders. I'm all by myself, you know. I think I had my suit on. Yeah, I think it was like right after one of the meetings or whatever. And in the back room, sitting there watching them, and they asking me these questions. Well, who started it? Now, of course, I started it, but what they didn't know is we've done it several times, but I'm just telling them it only happened this one time, you know, and I'm not telling them that it's on film, you know. I'm just telling them that I did this one thing this one time because I know my parents ain't gonna be coming in there asking no questions or nothing and giving up my rest of my story, you know what I'm saying? So I knew I had the upper hand as far as the narrative that they would get. Now, I also knew that, they're supposed to be like, well, I thought they were inspired by Jehovah, and if I lie, I'm going to definitely get this fellowship. So, I'm like, I'm willing to risk it. Maybe I was always an apostate, I don't know. But anyway, I was like, I'm going to risk it. I'm just going to go ahead and lie about the stuff that they can't prove, So I'm sitting in there, they're like, Jay, so we're glad you were able to tell us, but what happened? Did you start it? Did she start it? I'm like, well, she's worldly and she's not a Jehovah's Witness, so she started it. That way, I don't have to get in no trouble. All right, well, how long did it last? Oh, it lasted only about 5 minutes. It lasted a couple hours. But I didn't tell them that. And also, when they were like, well, did you ejaculate? I'm like, goddamn, really? Y'all gonna ask me that? I was like, no, I didn't. I did. I absolutely did. Every time. But I didn't tell them I did, though, So the entire time I'm sitting there and I'm just looking at this guy, and I don't even know why. Like, I'm in a judicial committee. I could possibly get this fellowship for what I've done. But my attention was not there. Like, I'm sitting there looking at this guy because the elder dude was like, I guess the lead elder or whatever. He's this big guy, right? And he had like these big old fat hands, and he had like hair on his knuckles right here. And I just, for some reason, I couldn't stop looking at it. Like he had this little weird ring on, and I just kept thinking to myself, like, God, look at the buttons on his shirt. They could pop at any second and take an eye out or a tooth out, you know? And I'm supposed to be paying attention, but I just couldn't. Like, whenever he bring out the Bible, like, his hands were so big and fat. Like, the Bible looked like a little, like a recipe book in his hand. It was so small, and every time he tried to turn one page, he'd turn like 20 pages. And I'm sitting there like, God, brother, I don't even know why I'm telling y'all this. It's just, this is where my mind was during this judicial committee. You know, of course I was thinking like, man, if I get this fellowship, I can't go to these skating parties no more. This is going to suck. It's going to take me at least a year to get back. But I was also like, well, you know, in the upper hand, I didn't get caught by them or by somebody else, and my parents didn't tell them that I got caught. I was able to tell on myself. My mama, you know, she looked out for me, I guess, kind of. She was going to rat me out if I didn't tell. But I told on myself, so I guess it kind of gave me the upper hand or whatever. And yeah, you know, so they asking me questions about body parts and whatnot, and was anybody else around, or did anybody else know? I'm like, no, nobody else know. You know, my parents knew, but I didn't tell them that. And yeah, I showed a couple of my friends the video, but not too many people knew about it. You know, very, very few people, and I told them nobody. So yeah, you know, it was pretty much it. But I just remember them just like, okay, you can get out now. And I got out, and they were supposed to be up there praying and discussing the whole thing. I'm like, you know what, I think I'm good. And I came back, and they told me I'm on private reproof. Woo! That means I didn't have to carry the mic no more. That means I didn't have to like do no prayers or nothing like that. I was good. I'm like, yes. I ain't got to hang out at y'all little stupid cleaning the hall things no more. At least I thought. Then I found out I still had to go out of field service and clean the hall. I'm like, dang, I'm on private reproof. I shouldn't have to do nothing. But what did happen that I found out later was really funny, is that they started telling the sisters who I would date inside the congregation to be careful of me. You know, he's not spiritually strong. But what they didn't know is that I think that made the sisters more attractive to me, you know, or made me more attractive to the sisters, because I swear I started getting a lot more dates after that, you know, because it's the same thing with me. If somebody were to come to me and say, hey, Jay, you know, be careful of her. She's not spiritually attractive. I mean, she's not spiritually strong. I found that quality very attractive as a Jehovah's Witness. I'm like, hey, baby, I hear you're not spiritually strong. Well, I'm not either. That was a very good quality to me. I love that. I love seeing that. Like, ooh, look at that sister. I heard she haven't been out of field service in months. I said, ooh, really? Look at that sister over there wearing that inappropriate tight dress. I'm like, oh man, she is not spiritually strong at all, is she? Me neither, baby. Yeah, man. Yeah. I was never meant to be a Jehovah's Witness. I'm not built for it. I liked everything that I was supposed to hate, and I pretty much hated everything I was supposed to like. It was a weird relationship. It couldn't have been just me. I just was never built to be one, you know? I never liked it. And I really loved the stuff I was supposed to hate. It was crazy. I felt like I was a crazy individual. Couldn't have been that crazy though, right? It had its... all the things that I enjoyed about the religion were all the things that the religion would kick you out for. Like, seriously, like the skating parties and whatnot that, you know, it's supposed to be nice, wholesome Christian, Christian mingling. I can't think of the word right now. I'm sleepy. But they weren't wholesome at all. We'd get to the skating parties. We'd all meet up there. We'd have fun skating. And then afterwards, we'd like be in cars grinding or going, like dipping off into little spots. Everybody has their little spot they dip off to, and they'd have all their inappropriate fun, and nobody snitched on each other. Because like I say, my double life crew inside of the Jehovah's Witness congregation was strong. And many. It was a lot of us. No joke, it had to be at least 30 of us, I feel like. And we all, like, you know, we was in our group. And we'd get together at the assembly, and we'd be like so deep and just, I remember literally like them talking about, walking around in loud groups at the assembly one time. I can't remember it like clearly, but I vaguely remember them saying like you shouldn't be walking around in large groups and making a lot of noise. And I'm like, hold on, during the intermission we can do as we please. But we didn't do it just during the intermission. We did it whatever I knew every time I went out into the, like, if I left the auditorium and I was in the back room, especially in like Romeoville, there was always somebody from my crew out there, either sitting on them tables or just hanging out together. And then, yeah, we'd always be in battle with them dumb people with the signs. Please take your seats. Please take your seats. Go stand somewhere else, idiot. We see your sign. We're not going nowhere. Anyway, man. Yeah, I'm getting off topic. But anyway, the main point is, my first judicial committee was very weird, having that big fat hand, a big guy as the leader of the judicial committee. It was weird looking at him, man. He had so much hair on his knuckles, and it was like he was old, so it was like some of the hairs was white. It was just a weird thing. I've never seen hairy knuckles. It ain't even really knuckles. I don't know what this is called, but hairy front fingers, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I hope y'all having a great day. It's your boy Jay the Comedian. Holla at your guala. Deuces.